Women are losing everything in 2024. I mean, actions have consequences, decisions have consequences. And this is something that women very seldomly experience because they are more often than not shielded from accountability. They refuse to take accountability, they refuse to face the consequences of decisions that are made. We've said this countless times that women are usually bailed out of most of the bad decisions that they make on the grounds that, you know, they have it harder than men. And, as soon as you look at a woman and because of their beauty and, differences, they automatically are given special treatment. And a lot of men feel this way. Well, in 2024, things are going really, really different. So we know that last year in 2023, some things happened. One, Roe versus Wade, that actually changed. And, now it comes down to the states to make decisions regarding reproductive rights. And that was a big loss. That was a very a big loss for a lot of women in Western society, and we can see that it had some impact on how they voted in elections in late 2023. Well, it's continuing to head in this direction now, where it's kind of one loss after another after another. Last year in Florida, they also got rid of uh, lifetime alimony in Florida. So there's no more lifetime alimony. Women lost that in Florida, and they've been all up in arms. They're saying that there's no way they're going to be able to survive without it. It's effectively a a control alt deletion sentence because there's no way they can live without that lifetime alimony. We know that in Tennessee, they basically passed, this is the first time it's happened in the United States, a law where it's now a misdemeanor if a woman deliberately puts the wrong father's name on a birth certificate. And some of you say, well, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, the woman could always say that she did not know and so forth. But a lot of women do it multiple times. So if they do it multiple times, it could be upgraded to a felony. And not just that, there are a number of men who end up on birth certificates who can legitimately prove that she did it, that she 100% did it wrongfully, that she knew what she was doing. How can they prove it? They can say, for example, she put their name on the birth certificate and they have not seen her in 3 years. So there's no show. She's very, very well aware that they could not be the father, or they put a guy's name on the birth certificate and they were never physically intimate. And she can go to court and then try to say that, well, I thought we were physically intimate once. I did not remember. It's been very hard. I don't remember all the guys that I've been with. I thought it was him. I thought we were physically intimate, but I guess we never were physically intimate. So that's the first change. It is the first change that's there now, and that is a big deal. They can go to jail for it, but now it's even getting worse. In 2024 with the whole soft guy era thing, women are going ballistic over soft guy era. It started out as a meme, it started out as a joke, but the fact that women came out striking out against it, raging against it, it basically showed the insecurity. It basically showed that this was something that men could use as an effective strategy, and now men are doubling down on it. Basically, right now we're still working on the name. So some people are calling it the soft guy era movement. Other people are calling it the drizzle movement. What will ultimately sticking, I don't know. I don't care. I call it Hakuna Matata because that's basically what it is. Some people say don't do Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata is laziness, but that's not true. Hakuna Matata, for those of you that don't know, comes from the Lion King. And in the Lion King, Simba, he basically walks away. Things, bad things happen. His dad gets murked, and he runs away. He walks away from his life as prince and ultimately as king, and he basically goes off with with Timon and Pumbaa, his boys, and they take him in, and they basically show him a better way of living, and they show him how to live off the land. And they're like, listen, man, you don't have to go out there hunting these damn animals that are trying to, take you out, like water buffalo and all this other nonsense. No, 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 bro. Listen, dig in the dirt. You see these bugs right here? They may not look appealing to you right now. Just taste it. Just have a bite of this. And he has a bite. He has a bite of one, and he's like, this is delicious. These slugs are delicious, aren't they? Aren't they? You didn't have to go out there. You didn't have to fight. You didn't have to put up with this nonsense. You don't have to do none of that. So he stays out. And remember, like, we're talking about, lion years. So for a lion, lion animals, they age differently than human beings do. So, 1 year for a dog is multiple years. 1 year for a lion is multiple years. So Simba was gone for a good long in animal years. Simba was gone for a good 20 years. Simba was gone for a good 20 years. All right. Our boy was out in the bush. He was out in the bush, bush. All right. Simba took off, went out into the bush with the boys, and was chilling in the bush, living his best life. What caused Simba to end up going back and to save the world? Because guess what happened? Scar had taken over. Scar took over, all right? The black dude... Oh, God. The black dude took over. He took over. And he wouldn't have another fish. And the land, the land went from a promising land to a hellhole. And don't forget, in the lions community, it's the females that do all of the hunting. They do the hunting, and then the king comes and gets his piece of that. Many of you don't even know that. Gen Z definitely doesn't know it. So the lions, in a pride, the reason why they have a male lion is because, and usually the male lion has multiple women. The reason why they have a male lion is because the male lion is the protector. So he's basically there just in case, like, you need like the really big, that big guy, because he could take down an animal entirely by himself. He could take down a buffalo all by himself, but his job is just to basically protect. He's basically he's the protector. So the females do pretty much all of the hunting 99% of the time. And then after they've hunted, the lion, the male lion will go and he'll eat first. And then after he's done eating, the females and the children can go and eat what's left over. And, but he has to be strong, because if he's challenged, he has to stand up. Well, Simba was like, you know what? I'm done with this. All right. And when Scar was in control, he basically let everything go to hell. The women were starving. The land went to hell, and Scar was just chilling. With a spliff, and he was living his best life. And what caused Simba to actually go back? It was Nala, and it was Nala and the prospect of physical intimacy. You see, guys, this is how powerful, this is how dangerous Simba is. Simba was living his best life in the bush. He should never have gone back. He was happy. He was healthy. He had food. He had no responsibilities other than taking care of himself. He had no kids. He had no wife. He was living his best life. Guys, he was so happy. Think about how all he would do is eat, sleep, play games, hang out with the boys, fart, and then do it all again the next day. All right? And for a lion, that's a wonderful life. That's a wonderful life. And what ended up screwing him up was Nala coming back, and then you had this old, you had the old, the I don't want to refer to him, but that's what he was, a monkey, you know, and he came in, or a baboon, I forget his name, and he basically came in like, listen, you can't run away from your problems. I know the past hurts, but you know what? You have to man up, and this is what messed up the whole thing. And dudes right now are like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're sticking with Hakuna Matata. We're gonna live that soft life, okay? And when a man starts living a soft life, what that basically means is he's still providing for himself. A man will always have to provide for himself. But when you don't have a woman, when you don't have children, when you're not, when you stop caring about society and being a provider and a protector, it completely changes, because now you're taking all of your assets and your resources and you're using them to enrich your life. Think about the logistics here. When a man gets into a relationship with a woman, her money is her money and his money is her money. It's a scheme. So what ends up happening now with soft guy era is the man is saying, my money is my money and your money is my money. And now the woman is frightened by this because she has nothing to offer. She has nothing to offer. And on top of it, the man is saying, nah, you're going to have to pay up. Because, it's very normal now for a woman to give a man her cash app and say that before she even goes on the date, he has to cash app her money because it cost her money to go on dates. So he's taking her on a date. He has to pay for everything. And then he's basically paying her to be there. Like, think about the logistics of this. Like, there's a name for that. There is a 100% name for that. And this is America. So now this is what dudes are doing. All right. They're telling these women to send them. I have videos of this. Send them money via PayPal. Venmo them some cash. Okay. Send them something, cash app them. But, like if they want a date, they need to send them some money. They need to take care. They need to show that they care. All right. Bitcoin is roses for men. Like I'm so serious. Like, don't bring it. Like, if you want to show a man that you care, send him some Bitcoin, get him some Bitcoin. And that's really how it is right now. That's really how it is. And modern women, they're going ballistic over this. And some of them are like, okay, well, ladies, stay single. And there's the whole 4B movement now where, the 4Bs are basically don't date, don't be physically intimate with a man, don't marry men, and don't date, don't marry, don't be physically intimate. And let me see here. See if I can find everything here, and then I forgot what the last one is. Oh, and no child rearing. So it's no physical intimacy with men, no raising children, or no having children or raising children, no dating men, and no marriage with men. That's the 4B movement that originated in South Korea, and now women are picking it up and bringing it to the U.S. in response to the soft guy era. They're very furious about the soft guy era, so now they're trying to get even over it. You guys can see it on the screen there. It's a radical feminist movement, and Black women are rushing to jump on it right now in response to the soft guy era. They are basically plotting their revenge for soft guy era. There's no way that they can win because 4B sounds like heaven for men. Oh, women avoiding us and not talking to us and not dealing with us. That's what's so bad. Like bro, that's like heaven. Like, because only, someone said this, that women, like 80% of men, women don't even deal with, and then 95% of men, women don't even find attractive. So it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy right now. They're all chasing the same 5%. They're all focusing on the same 5% of men, and then their central focus is really on the top 1% of all men. So they're not interested in 95. They don't like 95% of men. And then their core focus is on the top 1% of all men, which is amazing. Like there's this chick on YouTube, and doesn't hit, like, I'm not shaming whatsoever, but it's like she makes it kind of a joke that she doesn't work out, she doesn't take care of herself. She thinks it's hilarious, but then she has the nerve to say that she wants LeBron James. Like she wants LeBron James, and it's like, bro, you're not even taking proper care of yourself. Like, you want a guy who is this tall, you want a guy who is this wealthy, you want a guy with all of these qualities, and then like, what do you have to offer? You have nothing to offer whatsoever, and you're not even trying to, help yourself. And it's like you cannot offer any of the things that he's offering. I mean, what are you even thinking? And this is modern day society, how women think in Western society, where just by the very virtue of them being a woman and existing, they will get whatever they want. And now men are flipping it on its head. And there was a video a number of months ago that came out from the Despicable Truth, Despicable Desirable Truth, and I can't play the video. I'm not going to play the video because that video would get, it's just that bad. There was this dude, and Desirable Truth was doing an interview, and this black dude, just popped up and said that he was selling, butt on the street, and he was very, very serious. And it's like, he said that he was basically insinuating that inflation is too high right now, and men can't be out here giving it away for free anymore. And he's charging $50 for it. And I mean, it's going to go up. Years ago, the MGTOWs, they would constantly say, "Listen, fellas, you need to stop doing what you're doing. Stop giving away for free. D ain't free." And they would tell dudes in the community, "D ain't free. All right, guys, stop it. It's disgraceful what you're doing, slinging it out here for free. It is not free." And I saw MK Fitness pop up in a comment recently that said "DA free," and this is what's really catching these women off guard now, because they're getting their just desserts. They went around saying that P ain't free, and now dudes are coming out here and saying, "Leah, ladies, D ain't free," and they have no recourse because they're using the same exact tactics that women have used when it comes to men for decades now. Sprinkle, sprinkle, drizzle, drizzle, guys. Don't forget, I have another channel called Angry, where I discuss gaming, anime, geek stuff, nerd stuff, real world stuff, and whatever else interests me. There's a link to a description video. Go check it out. Subscribe to the channel, support my work. And also, if you're enjoying the content on this channel and you want even more of these videos, you can head over to Men Walking Away. I release daily videos on the Men Walking Away channel. So you can head over to Men Walking Away and check that out. There's a link to it in the description of the video. I mean, it's just like the Angry Guy. It's just like Angry Guy videos. So if you want more Angry Guy videos, head over to Men Walking Away. It's linked in the description of the video. Check it out. Subscribe, support the content, enjoy the content. What do you guys think about this? Women are losing everything in 2024, and it's because of the decisions that they've made, and it's going to continue going in this direction, because I said this a while ago, that the pendulum swung so far left that now it's going to swing right. But if we understand motion, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. And before it can settle somewhere in the middle, it's going to swing far right. It's going to swing far right. It's going to swing far right. And every loss that women take, it's going to be quite severe, because, you live in a glass house, you build your house on quicksand, and then when everything starts to fall apart, it doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot for you to take major losses, But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and we'll talk about it there. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you like the video, share the video, and just remember that all roads lead to MWA, Men Walking Away, and cheers.